It's shopping day. It's my first shopping day today. So I'm just heading out into Brussels. I don't know what I'm going to be able to buy, what I'm going to get first. I need clothes, I need cat treats, I need presents for people. I need to get going. Well, it's been chiming now for about a quarter of an hour. Sounds like the city's under attack every hour on the hour. It's really funny to see C&A on the high street because that was a really big branded name in the UK, but it hasn't sort of existed for years. It sort of went bust. But it's still really popular in Europe. Aha, this is what I'm looking for, Primark. So this is a really budget store in the UK. It's sort of low quality but also low prices, and it's where a lot of people go just to stock up. Especially if they're expats and they're moving abroad and you can't buy clothes very easily in Rwanda, so I just stock up.
There's a heat wave rolling in. There's a heat wave, yeah. There's a party in the streets and the city's on fire.
Yeah, less of a heat wave and more like a biblical flood. I ducked into this cute kebab shop for a cherry coke and a doner box. It was yummy. When it stopped raining, I went and found myself a slushie. I know it's cold, but I'm slightly addicted. I'm making it a mission to try every flavour. This one's tropical. And this one's green apple. They were also selling candy floss, which I adore. As I didn't buy any at the fair the other day, I felt I had to make up for it. Honestly, I love candy floss, but it's important to eat it in a mature and sensible manner.
Day 2 of shopping today, woo! Yesterday I had some wins, I had some losses. I got home absolutely knackered. The biggest win of yesterday was I managed to get my phone screen repaired for half the price I was being quoted in the UK, and the guy did it in an hour and a half, whereas I was going to have to post it off in the UK and wait 7 days for it to come back. So that went well, very happy about that. I went through every clothes shop I passed. I was looking for bras, I was looking for tops. I was really disappointed by what was on offer. You know, beyond sort of real basics like sort of black tops and, you know, socks, there really isn't a lot of choice on the high street. And whenever I found something that I really liked the look of, it was never in my size. I found so many beautiful bras and there wasn't one in my size. Tops were not that inspiring but were in my size, but most of them I didn't want to wear. So it's kind of sad, and like the shops at a good value are absolutely heaving. Like there are so many people in there, you can barely walk from one end of the shop to the other. And then, you know, you can only take sort of 5 or 6 items into the changing room at once. Now, if you're like me and you come to Europe very, very rarely and you want to do some serious shopping, the thought of having to constantly go in and out of the changing rooms to swap items, it's like, that is a no-go for me. I mean, why would you bother when you can sort of order online and try everything on and send back in one go the things that you don't want? It's always much nicer trying clothes on at home as well. Anyway, today I'm heading off. The first stop today is going to be the pet shop, because I'm feeling a bit guilty about leaving my babies away for 3 months. And I saw my friend Madeline had got one of these little water bowls that it has like a fountain in it, and cats prefer running water to still water. And I've wanted to get one of these for quite a long time. So I think, you know, maybe now is the time to go and see if I can find one that would realistically fit in my suitcase, and also a ton of cat treats. Now, as I've bought far fewer clothes than I was expecting, I think we can go a bit bigger on the water bowl. I just want to take them back something that, you know, they'd never get in Rwanda or they wouldn't see. And you know, that I think they're probably going to enjoy. I've just started walking. The pet shop's about half an hour away, so I'm using GPS to find it. With all of the things that I've eaten on this holiday, I need the exercise. But it's so cold out here. It says it's 19 degrees, but it feels sort of like there's a wintry chill, which is really odd because it's July. But yeah, oh dear. Just seen up ahead one of the casualties of the scooter fetish. So all of the cities have got scooters now, but people just leave them lying in the middle of the road like this. And my friend said that they saw a blind guy who couldn't see it and missed it with his stick, and he fell straight over it. And what would the end of this trip be without some more steps? Oh look, somebody's lost their shipping container. Do you think it was the falling shipping container that killed the scooter? Here's another one, parked across the pedestrian crossing.
Whilst the city was being taken over by scooters, I found this wonderful little place for breakfast. It's called Beet Bar, near Parc de Brussels. This was the spicy bacon bagel, and it was honestly one of my favourite meals of the trip. You can order it without the spice. Then I headed into the park, following GPS to the pet shop. There was an interesting photo display of how the park looked through the ages. A dead scooter marked the end of my journey. I'd finally found Tom & Co, the mecca of domestic animals in Belgium. My cats would kill me if I took one of these back. But oh my goodness, the variety in this store is unbelievable. My cats would have a conniption if they could see all of this. There's a million different cat treats, a gazillion different toys. It's just incredible.
I found one in Rwandan colours. Okay, I've heard about these. My friends call it kitty crack because apparently they like it so much. I'm not sure whether to get a pack because if they really like it, then it's going to be a very long time before they can have it again, but I'm curious to see. Can never go wrong with Dreamies. I'm a bit curious about these ones because it says with taurine. Isn't that what they put in energy drinks? I associate that with something like Red Bull.
Found the pet fountains. There are so many to choose from. I have no idea which ones are the best.
Let's get the cheaper one, and if they really like it, I'll maybe get another one later on. I basically want to buy everything. I've got to remember, I've only got one case.
All of this is cat food. You can even take your guinea pig, your rabbit or your ferret out for a walk. This section here is all bird food. And this section is just for fish. After that, I popped into a cafe to use their lovely toilets, complete with real towels. Then it was time for a slow meander back across town. On the way back, I popped into Wolf. They have an old school photo booth in the basement. Harris and Rob keep pictures of friends on their fridge. We were going to go together, but there wasn't time before they left, so I thought I'd leave a little memento for them. They give you 2 copies, so I get to keep one. And of course, after all of that hard work, it was time for a slushie. This one's cherry flavour. When I got home, I discovered that my faithful socks that had been all around Europe with me had finally given up the ghost. Okay, so this is a drinking fountain. It's the cheapest one they had, so it was just under 30 euros. And they do go all the way up to like 50, 60 euros. But you know, my cats are not that sophisticated. We're just homebody cats. So I think they'll be fine with this. The only thing that I did notice is it says it needs a carbon filter, and they didn't have any spare filters in the shop for this particular model. And I asked how often you need to change it, and they said every month. So I'm sort of thinking that's a bit of a problem. I don't think that the filter is strictly necessary. My cats just drink tap water, you know, I drink tap water, so I don't think that it's going to require the filter, but I will see if it works without it, and if it doesn't, then I will see if I can buy them on Amazon and get somebody in the UK to post it out to me. So my family sometimes send me parcels and I could buy some filters and get them sent. But that is something to look out for whenever you're buying products in Europe to take back to, you know, countries in Africa. If they require additional parts or replacement parts, you're unlikely to be able to find them where you're living. But yeah, I don't really think that a carbon filter is going to be that necessary. Okay, so here it is. Let me just have a quick read of the instructions. Oh my God, look at the size of this instruction manual. Oh, that's got to have 20 languages in it. I mean, it can't possibly be that complicated to use, right? I'm a bit annoyed because it says fill the water tank with 1.8 litres of clean water. Do not exceed the max indication and always fill above the min indication. I was going to say I was annoyed because I can't see a max min indicator inside, and then I noticed it's actually this clear part on the side, so I really had to look for that, but it does exist. Okay. Now it is a USB connector, so I need to go and get my USB plug. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, look at it go! Look at this. It's leaking a bit at the bottom, but I don't think that matters. Oh, there we go. Stop leaking. Oh, that's wonderful. I think they're going to really like that. It's a very simple concept, but I have a feeling Howl in particular is going to love this. I'm really happy with that. I'm glad that it works and I don't have to walk all the way back across town to change it. Just need to dry it out now so that I can put it in my packing case. And if I keep it out of the box, then I can put socks and stuff inside it and get a bit more into my case.